Hi, everyone. I've been having so much fun learning about all the movers and shakers so far. What amazing people, and I feel really inspired to be a mover and shaker myself. I hope that the folks we're learning about are inspiring you too. We have another wonderful mover and shaker to learn about this week. And of course, since our theme, our pattern has been learning about kids who are movers and shakers. This is another kid who's a mover and shaker. Her name is Marley Dias, and she's um, started her work when she was 11 years old. So just a little bit older than you, not too much, but a little bit older. And yeah, let me share with you her amazing work as a mover and shaker. Okay, so here we are. This is Marley Diaz, and she is a founder of an organization called 1000 Black Girl Books. So think about what that might be, 1000 Black Girl Books, and why she might have started that foundation. Why do you think she'd be collecting 1000 Black Girl Books? Okay, let's see what we can find out about her. Okay, so to start out with, I wanted to show you where she lives and does her important work. Here's Washington and the area where we live around Olympia. And then here's where she lives across the country in New Jersey. You might have heard me mention New Jersey before. That's where Willow was just visiting her family, and that's where I grew up. And that's where Marley Diaz is also from, New Jersey. So right here where the red little blobby thing points to, right there. This is Marley Diaz. She is someone who, when she was in middle school, she loved to read, and she still does. She's an avid reader. She loves books. She's very passionate about reading. And she noticed and was a little frustrated that the books she was reading, most of the books, all had as the main characters white boys. And she said, and their dogs. They're about white boys and their dogs. But she didn't read a lot of books that had Black girls as the main character. And to her, that was a problem because being a Black girl, she was someone who she would relate really easily to a Black girl as a character. She wanted to read about girls who were like her, right? Just like her, instead of reading about white boys who might have a totally different life experience than her. But she wanted to be able to identify and relate to the characters in books. And I've read about and heard her in videos say that reading books with a character that you can identify with really helps you think about the lessons that those characters learn and take them in as if you were learning them yourself. Like you can just picture yourself being that character and learning that lesson, and you get a little bit more out of the book that you're reading. So she thought, gosh, this is a problem. None of the books I'm reading have Black girls as the main characters. And then she thought, I'm going to do something about this. And now Marley thought, there's a few different things I could do. One, I could ask my parents to take me to the store and get some books with Black girls as the main characters, and then just go on about my life. So she could do that, right? Okay, that's one option. Another option is she could talk to, these were her ideas, I'm telling you. She said she could talk to authors and say, can you please write more books with Black girls as the main characters? And maybe they'd write some books with Black girls as the main characters, and she could read those books and again, just go on about her life. Or she thought she could start an organization or a foundation where she collected books with Black girls as the main characters, and she could develop lists of books with Black girls as the main characters and give those to people, make them available so anyone who wanted to find that list or find out books with these with the Black girls as main characters could look at that list and say, these are books I would like to read. These are books where I could really identify with the character. She also went as far as to collect books and donate them to people in different places where schools might not have the resources to get these books on their own. She did book drives and collected books to donate. And I think it was as of last year, she collected almost 10 1,000 books. So she started out with a goal of collecting 1,000 books with Black girls as the main characters. But she went past 1,000 to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, all the way up until she had about 10,000 books, and she's still working and still collecting. And then she was inspired to write a book herself. So now she's also an author. Sorry, not an author. She's an author. And she wrote a book about this is what you see up here, right in here. Marley Dias gets it done, and so can you. And she's talking about about being a mover and shaker and what she did to really make a difference in the world, and tips for how you can do that too. Amazing. Amazing. She's a young kid writing a book about how to change the world, how to help people. And she's actually putting that into action, and she does that. That's amazing. I can't even say enough about her. What an amazing person. And I picked these books these pictures that I picked of Marley because it just showed her being really happy with a whole bunch of books. And I think that really talks about her personality and shows who she is. And I want you to just take a moment to, excuse me here. I'm going to go back a slide. I want you to take a moment to enjoy these pictures and really take them in, because remember, today is the day we'll do the picture in our Movers and Shaker books for the Marley Dias page. So you might want to draw Marley with some books. And you can always come back to this part in the video too if you want to see the pictures again. But let's go on. I have a video for us to watch, and then we'll talk about what to do today. Okay, here's Marley and talking about her important work. And I'll be reading part of this video to you also. So, because there's some words, so I'll read the word parts to you. So let me just pause it for a second, and let's see if I can get it bigger. Maybe not. Okay, let's start over because I have to do my job of reading the words to you. Here we go. Marley Dias was tired of reading about white boys and their dogs.
I told my mom about it, and she said, well, what are you going to do about it?
That's how the book collection 1,000 Black Girl Books campaign was started by an 11-year-old from New Jersey.
I decided, but she really did help me on starting a campaign where Black girls are the main characters. And I think this is important because when you see someone that you can relate to in a book, you'll normally remember the things that they learned, so then you can use them in your life to make your life better.
That's what I was mentioning.
I picked 1,000 because I think that it was definitely 500 wouldn't feel like enough, because to be honest, I probably do have 500 Black girl books at my house and that I've read. So I wanted to be more than I've read and just get new books that I haven't seen before, so that it wouldn't just be me giving away books that I've read.
Remember what I said, she's up to close to 10,000. Says Marley received more than 4,000 books during that campaign. She brought 1,000 here to St. Mary, Jamaica to give away.
So we chose this school because my mother went to the school, and so did basically everyone in her family. So we think it's really important for her, for this experience here, because it's basically her roots, and I want to do it not just in America where I'm from, and step out of my comfort zone and go places that I've never been and interact with people that I've never met.
It feels spectacular to know that I'm reading a book about Black girls, which means I'm reading a book with people of my culture that are in the book. So it's awesome, spectacular.
Mm-hmm. I bet they were so happy to get those books from Marley. Okay, I'm going to go back a slide, and we're going to stop with my slideshow for today. And I want to show you what you're going to do today. So today, I want you to find your book and turn to the Marley Dias page. And you can see her name is right here. Actually, I can stop sharing my screen with you so I can show you. Her name is written right here, Marley Dias. And you're going to write her name up at the top because that's the title for this page, Marley Dias. And then it says down here, oh, actually, you're not going to do the writing today. You're going to do the picture. So write her name at the top, Marley Diaz. And then I want you to draw a picture that illustrates who Marley Diaz is and what her important work as a mover and shaker is. So I tried to draw Marley Diaz with books. So I drew some stacks of books and I drew some books in her hand. I looked at one of the pictures and I saw she had some braids like this and a fancy like coat jacket. So I tried to draw her looking like she did in one of those pictures and with her glasses on. So you might go back in the video and look at one of the pictures of her and see how you'd like to illustrate this. And yeah, so go ahead. Today is your picture day. Okay, draw a careful picture that, remember, you want people to be able to look at this picture and know who Marley is, okay? And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up the picture page for you, and you can pause the video right here with these pictures and look at those pictures if you want to help inspire you as you draw your picture. Okay, everyone, that's it for today. Thanks for learning about this amazing, wonderful young girl with me, and have fun as you draw your picture.